me to design. I think I made a wrong turn back there somewhere. Hey, family. How we doing? Glad to see you back. What's up, new people? Just to let you know, this video will start at the review. For this episode, we'll start at around the 10-minute mark. If you're a part of the replay gang, you will be able to skip to the 10-minute mark to watch the review there. And then after that, we get into a little bit of chat and we go all the way home. I wait about 10 minutes to start the live because YouTube takes forever to let people know that I'm on. So I want to make sure that we all have a good amount of people here in the room before I start so that there will not be people asking questions and, saying things that I've already said. It's good to start when we have a good amount of people in the room so that if I can't get to them, somebody else will relay the information, and that creates relationships here at the Star family. Thank you so much. Welcome. Come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about, so won't you come on in the room? Everybody, hey, come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about, so won't you come on in the room? Come on, come on, come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about because I can't believe that Michaela is the problem. I thought it was going to be Zach, so won't you come on in the room? Come on, come on, come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? Come on. Johnny is the problem as well. What the hell is going on, guys? I would not have called any of this. Let's talk about it. Before we do that, how are you guys doing? How are we all doing? Oh, thank you, ZZ. I missed you guys too. I've missed you guys too. I'm just going to say it in the lives that, winter candy. Not winter candy, twisted peppermint. I'm just going to keep on saying it this week because I know not everybody watches the same, shows. So certain people just jump in for certain stuff. But I've been gone for a while if you haven't checked my community tab because, I lost my favorite uncle. We have, the Star family has coined the term, or not coined the term, but the Star family, has given him the name of Uncle Star. My favorite uncle, he passed away about 2 weeks ago, and it was unexpected. And so my world kind of turned upside down very quickly. So I didn't mean to, in a sense, abandon you guys, but I just, life just got flipped upside down in the matter of seconds. So that's where I have been. I was actually going to but I planned on, and I've been creating a list of stuff that I want to do with you guys because I thought that I was going to be bring this channel back in October, but because I've missed you guys and because there's so much going on these shows, I just decided to just start reviewing again this week. Didn't plan on being consistent, but I've been having a good time. And so because I'm being uplifted, you guys are being uplifted, I think I'm going to stick this out. So I think I'm going to stick around. I think you're going to see more of me. We will see. We will see how this plays out because like I said before, morning comes in waves. So I can't tell you where I'll be emotionally tomorrow or the next day. But right now I'm feeling good and it's all because of you. So that's where I have been. Thank you so much for all of your support, continuing to check in on me and continuing to support my channel while I have been gone. A lot of you have been watching my older reviews and commenting on that and just giving me engagement while my channel has been on hiatus. And I thank you for that. I really, really do. Thank you all so much. So that's where I have been. How about you guys? Tracy, thank you. Tracy said, you have no idea how much joy. Oh, come on in the room gives me. And the way, and the way moved to it might be, and the way I moved, Tracy, And the way I move to it might be a problem, LOL. Like the live. Thank you so much, Tracy. Thank you. And as you can see, I'm wearing a Tracy Chappelle original. I am Black History. Oh, thank you so much, Tracy. Some people said fully vaxxed. I got a positive COVID test. Please wear your mask, people. Yeah. My uncle, he, Miss Delta got him. And let me tell you something. The saddest funeral I had ever been to up until that moment was of a high school friend who committed suicide. There's no joy in funerals like that, right? Because this was a long time ago. So we were mad young when he took his life. And there's no way to celebrate a life that was cut so short by the person's hands. So I never forgot that, right? Because it was just such a sad, because I don't know, maybe funerals are supposed to be sad and in other cultures, but Black American culture, it's a celebration. It is we call it a celebration of life. But this funeral, because the life was taken so quickly, because it was taken by something that we're still figuring out what it is, you can't really put I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, but people who have lost people to Miss Ovid and one of these variants, a Rona funeral is it's not a celebration, because for one, there's still so much to learn and there's still so much we don't know. So you can't view your family member. You can't say goodbye. You can't have an open casket. You can't, go too close to the body. So it's it's really weird that you're in this kind of a limbo, because there's never, I don't know. It's just not normal. It's not like a normal funeral. It's just, it was we were at his funeral, but it was just what is this? Because I don't understand what's happening here. Very, very, very weird. Very, very sad. I said all that to say, do what you have to do to take care of yourself, please. We don't know what this is. We're trying to figure it out day by day. Don't be a casualty to this, because there's so much life that we all have to live, and you don't know how much you impact people and how much people will miss your presence. So do what you can. Even if you're vaccinated, do what you can. We were sanitized down, mask on. There are family members I haven't seen in 2 years. I couldn't even see their faces because you had to stay masked up. It was not a game. Yeah, do what you got to do so we can get out of this, guys. Please, please. Let's have fun. Let's bring it back up. Let's bring it back up. Hey, Dasano said, hi, Nikki. Been keeping you in my thoughts. Thank you so much. Thank you so. Oh, wait. There we go. Thank you so much. Hey, it's Ray Ray. It's Ray Ray said, hi, Nikki. I didn't get a notification for this live. So sorry to hear about your passing. Thank you so much. And also to the people who were reaching out to me, I've been recently getting back to everybody just because it was a difficult time. And I just didn't have the energy to do it. But now I'm in a much better place and I'm getting back to everybody. Thank you all so much. This has been a blessing in disguise, because I did not think that I would be here this soon. I had stuff planned, not this. But this has been great therapy for me. Or not therapy, but, just joy. I've been having fun here. So I do enjoy my time. I'm about to get into the review, but just a note, I'm not watching this show, but one of our favorite reality TV, trashy shows that we have talked about in other chats and had a good time talking about, Double Shot of Love is coming back. Double Shot of Love is coming back. I will be watching it. I will not be reviewing it because that is, just my show that I watch to just have a really trashy time, but it's coming back, guys. Tracy said, don't be like Bowel. Wash your hands in your backside. And on that love you guys. Mirla and Gil. Oh, these two are not going to work. Love is not enough. Love is not enough. So on this episode, they have to show each other their bank accounts. And you know what? I don't think I saw every couple do this. I think I just saw Jose and Rachel. Oh, I don't even think that. Yeah, did every couple do this, or was it just Mirla and Gil? Or maybe those are just the ones I remember. But they showed each other their bank accounts. I really felt bad for Gil. I really felt bad because when Mirla showed him his bank account, he was like, oh, that's a great savings. That's her bank account. He was like, that's a great savings. And Mirla was like, okay, let's see yours. And he was like, well, okay. And so he showed her. Then he started talking about he got money in Panama and this is how much money that he has been saving. I'm telling you right now, love is not enough for this couple. There needs to be money. Mirla makes a nice coin and spends a nice coin, and she's not budging on that lifestyle, which is why I think she is holding back intimacy, because I think she knows that her and Gil are not going to work. They're just not. There has to be money in this relationship. And I think that Mirla is the kind of woman, nothing wrong with that. I would like that as well. I'm not saying I expect that, but I would like to have a partner that makes a bit more than me. And I think Mirla is the same way, but I think it's an absolute for her. I think you got to make good money to be with Mirla and nothing else. She's not budging. So I think she's going to friend zone her husband until she's done doing this show. I don't think she's going to fake it for couples cam. I don't. I think at decision day, they're going to say no. Or maybe Gil will say he wants to work it out. I think she's going to say no because money is very important to her. I don't think Mirla wanting to have a partner who has money is a bad thing. Well, not just has money, has a lot of money. It's not a bad thing because, like I said before, she makes a good coin. She spends a good coin, but she's spending her money. And, you know, she may be superficial or, you know, shallow or whatever financially, but she still has requirements for her lifestyle that she created for herself. And if you're going to be her partner and come into her life, you either have to match that or be better off. And that's just how it is for Mirla. That's how it is for a lot of women, because you have to realize we make 20 cents less than men. And if you're Black, you make way less than that. So if you are the man in the relationship, there is going to be more required of you financially just because society just gives that to you. This nation just gives that to you based off of your gender. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. At all. Unfortunately, I think it's going to deeply affect this relationship. And I don't think that Mirla, especially after seeing his bank account, I think she's done. I don't think she'll end things with him, but I think on decision day, she's walking away. Before I move on, let me get into this super chat from Mona Money. What's up, Mona Money? Mona Money said, hi, Nikki, you have to react to Married at First Sight UK and Australia. It's out of this world. Episodes are on YouTube. Is it the new season? You guys told me that Married at First Sight Australia was way fake. I didn't know there was a UK version. Let me know where I can watch it. Thank you so much. Thank you. All righty. Oh, wait. I got another one. I got that one from Tracy. Did I get this one from Tracy? Yeah, I got that one from Tracy. Okay. Let's get into the rest of Mirla and Gil. So they have their housewarming party on this. Everybody has a housewarming party on this episode. And I actually at first thought that this was weird, but then it made sense to me. So Gil is really, bothered because, he's attracted to Mirla, and he's really bothered that he has yet to kiss his wife. And he's talking to one of her friends at their housewarming party. And he's just like, is this normal for her? And the friend is like, well, yeah, like I've known her for 18 years and I've never seen her, do any kind of PDA with her partner or any partners that she's been with. And I was just like, that's weird. Then the Holy Ghost showed me a mirror of myself. And I was just like, you know what? I think a lot of friends can say that, like my best friends can absolutely say that about me, my family as well. Because I think that Mirla is like a lot of people. Unless I'm serious about you, I won't invite you into my inner circle to meet people who are like very important to me. I think, sometimes people are like casual daters, and sometimes, you're dating people and you just know, you know what I mean? You're just like, okay, this is just going to be a good time or, an adventure, but nothing that I'm really invested in. And I can honestly say, I haven't invested, but 18 years, but I haven't invested in a relationship in a very long time. So I was just like, you know what? That's actually not weird, because a lot of people do not bring people that they're dating around unless it's serious. So I can see it. I can actually see that. And also, when you are somebody like Mirla, who is self-sufficient, especially financially, and you require a certain lifestyle, unless you're dating in that tax bracket, nobody, or the tax bracket that you want to be in, nobody is really going to interest you. That's another thing, Mirla. Once you get done with this, you need to start making moves to date within your tax bracket or up above your tax bracket, because I think that is the only partner that is going to, of like financially abundant partner, is probably going to be the only partner that can really satisfy you, because what you require financially, I think you're dating men who can't do that. Let's move on. Let's move on. To Bao and Johnny. Oh, Johnny. Johnny. What is going on? What is happening with Johnny? I feel like every time we come back to this couple, Johnny is like breaking down, and it's like out of nowhere. I don't know if he was putting on a front. I don't know if there was a conversation that he had again with his father. I feel like what's happening with Johnny has everything to do with his dad. It just makes sense. It makes sense. I don't know if we're going to get, to the root of it on this show, but I think this breakdown has something to do with his father, because on this episode, he's like breaking down, and he's like, he doesn't know if he's going to be with Bao. Like, he doesn't know if he's ready to be married. What? Johnny, I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed in you this episode. When he said those words, my heart sank, and I immediately felt bad for Bao, because I'm like, you signed up for this, went through this whole process, and now after you're married and living together, now you don't think that you're ready to be married? Absolutely not, Johnny. That is not okay. That is not okay. I don't know. Maybe is it because she's not showering? Bao, I just feel like if you want to be intimate with somebody, you gotta keep your genitals clean. I just don't know why, because I feel like after she said this, he just became so unattracted to her, because Johnny was trying to jump Bao's bones their wedding night. And she was like, oh, I don't feel comfortable. I just met you. You know what I mean? Even though I've known you, I just like, this is new for me. I'm not ready to do it. He was talking about her backside, how great her butt looked, how he's ready to be intimate. He was even getting frustrated with Bao because she was not ready to be intimate with him. Now we're here, and he doesn't even know, and he thinks that he's not ready to be married and doesn't even know if he wants to be with her anymore. She's not attracted to him. Her giddiness is not something that he enjoys, is what he dislikes about her. And I'm looking at this whole timeline, and I'm like, what happened to lead you to here? Because you were just trying to sleep with her. And guys, I gotta be honest with you, all roads leads back to showering. If we're talking real, after they had that conversation, he shut down. And I honestly understand, right? Because you could, if you are the kind of person who bathes daily, and takes care of your parts, that would be a turnoff. I can honestly see, like having a conversation with somebody that you're really into, and they say that they don't wash their body. I can see that being a turnoff. But my God, he turned all the way off. I'm concerned. It's night and day with him now. He's just not interested anymore. And now Bao is on this end where she was the one who was, unsure, taking her time. Now she's got Johnny, who is cooled all the way off. And you know what? If it's because she doesn't shower, I can't get mad at him. Like I can't get mad at the dude. I also think it's because Bao treats Johnny like she's a fan and not like her husband. Because when she was talking to his friend, she was like, I can't believe that I'm married to Johnny. Like, wow, I wake up and I look at him and I'm like, oh my God, I'm married to Johnny. I think you gotta be a wife and not a fan. I think that you gotta turn that off because I think it's another part, also a part of Bao who can't believe that she's with this dude. You gotta be a wife and not a fan, and you have to bathe, girl. You have to bathe because you were getting so excited when that lady brought that when your friend brought that coochie book. I don't know what the book is called, but it was some book about how to please the woman, and I'm just like, if you want Johnny playing in that thing, you gotta wash it. What are y'all doing? You gotta watch. You have to bathe, especially if you want somebody to be intimate with you. I mean, it's only the considerate and right thing to do, girl. So anyway, let's get to their housewarming. So they have their housewarming party. She's not. Bao's not into it because Johnny expressed to her that he's just been having some doubts. He's just been having some doubts and she just does not feel comfortable. Hold on, let me acknowledge a super chat from Phil. Thank you so much, Phil. Phil said, hey, Nikki, welcome back. Replay gang, all the couples are trash. Throw them all away. Thank you, Phil. Phil always comes in and gets right to the point. Thank you, Phil. But so they, so after Johnny has a conversation with Bao about how he just doesn't, he doesn't know where he's at right now. He's just feeling really weird. She starts feeling weird. And Johnny's like, well, it's okay. Let's go to bed and we'll talk about it another time. And she's like, go to bed. My brain is rattling. My husband is telling me he doesn't know if he really wants to be married. So she is just doing what she has to do to get through this housewarming, but she's not happy about it. And she's just like, we have to have a conversation after that. And I get it. I agree with Bao. I really, really do. Like, you can't tell me after you agreed to go to this process, after you have legally married me to now we're at this point and you're just like, I don't know if this is what I want to do. If you had doubts, you should have never did it, because this show, when you are signing contracts and all that, you have the opportunity to say no before you get to the wedding day. Now you're not even in the wedding day. You're past honeymoon. You're now living together and you don't know if you want to be married. If you're ready to do this. Oh no, you're ready. You did it. Now figure it out. Hey, Amaya, thank you so much for the super chat. Amaya said, the way Johnny speaks about Bao on Unfiltered, I feel like he doesn't like her. I got to start watching Unfiltered. The thing about it is this show is 2 hours and it does not need to be. I'd be so exhausted. How do y'all have more time to watch 3 or 4 hours of this show? I can't do it. Thank you, Amaya. How long is Unfiltered? Please don't tell me it's an hour. Please. Please don't tell me it's an hour. And let's also talk about how Johnny, when all the men sat down and Johnny was just like, and they were asking, I think it was Ryan who was asking if, all the men were attracted to their wives. And Johnny was just like, oh, I don't know. The thing about it, Johnny, is that you're like contradicting yourself. I don't know if you didn't mean those things that you said earlier about Bao, or if you were just, giving the audience what you think we wanted, but you were so happy about her. You were trying to be intimate with her right away. You were so attracted to this woman. You were even embellishing about her behind when we knew there was nothing back there, but you were acting like, you were sitting on some video vixen booty. So we just let you go with it. Now you don't know if you're attracted to her. You're attracted to her. Now everything she does to you is annoying. I don't think this is fair for you to do this to Bao, Johnny. And I think all roads leads back to your father. I think you've been talking to that man. I think he's been saying some stuff because he was not happy with you doing this process. And it doesn't seem like he was happy with you being with a woman like Bao. I don't know what it is. I don't know what he said, but I think all roads leads back to that daddy, because the way he was breaking down at that bar and Jose had to comfort him. Jose, who don't know what the hell he was talking about, don't know what was going on, but Johnny just hugged him and started breaking down. I'm like, this can't be Bao. This cannot be her. He's dealing, oh my goodness, y'all need psych evaluations before y'all cast these shows. Y'all really, really do. Because Johnny is just like, I don't know if I'm ready to be a husband. And, and now Bow's effed up because I'm effed up. Now he's like beating himself up like he's not good enough. Y'all need psych evaluations for everybody. Y'all really, really do. This is not fair to do to somebody who really wants to be married and really wants to go through this process, because it seems like y'all keep on casting people who are not ready for this process. This is why you have to stop casting for entertainment and start casting for compatibility and longevity. Stop letting the producers cast. Let the actual experts, if they are experts, cast this show. Speaking of psych evaluations, Zach and Michaela, girl, what happened? What happened? Michaela, what in the hell did those Clorox wipes do to you? Team Zach, I can't believe I'm here. I thought that he was going to be the problem. I thought that Zach was going to be the problem. It is Michaela. What are you doing? Michaela, Zach seems like he wants to be in the, like, for me, I get that Zach wants to be married, right? I feel like Zach wants to have a successful marriage like his parents. I feel like Zach wants to have a better marriage than his parents. I feel like Zach wants to have children and be a better parent to his children than his parents. And I think he would have been all in with you had you not shown him early on some cracks, huge cracks, craters in this relationship concerning you and him, because baby, you've been moving in a way that I can't even defend. I really, really can't. You mean to tell me this man who was trying to adjust his dog to a new environment decided to sleep in a room so that he does not tear up the rented house, the rented apartment that you guys are living in? Because his dog was acting a fool, he decided, I can't keep her here. She's going to tear this place up. Let me go out and take her to daycare. You explicitly told this man that you do not like being woken up in the morning. That was one of your absolutes. Don't wake me up in the morning. So because you wake up and he's not there, it did not show a change in the day. It did not show that it was evening when you beat up them Clorox wipes. It seems like you woke up and you did not find that man and you just lost it. For you to go off like that when he left at 7 and came back at 8 a.m., for you to lose it like that, girl, like I said, I want these relationships to work, but I was just like, you know what? I would have got out of that situation. Because let's be real. If a man did that, if Zach was a woman and Michaela was a man and she did that, everybody would be like, oh, hell no, she got to get out of this. Oh, hell no. Because what if them Clorox wipes was her head? I would not be upset with Zach if he wants to get out of this experiment right away. I would not feel safe. I would not feel safe with a partner like that. I just can't believe that Michaela is the problem. Wasn't she so sweet when we met her? She was so sweet. She was so sweet. I really thought that Zach was going to be the problem. Child, that her smile fooled me. Zach is just, and I've watched last week's episode and this episode. Zach is not wrong. He is not wrong for not wanting to stay at that home. He is not wrong for needing to get away from Michaela, because later on in last week's episode, they had to sit down with Pastor Kyle and he was trying to talk to her to resolve the situation. She was, like he did something to you. You are the one who should be apologetic. And Zach was feeling very uncomfortable faking it like everything is okay at this housewarming party. She's, hey, come in. Great. Oh, we're doing great. We're doing so great. Yeah, it's, I love it. I love him. I'm so glad I got matched with him. Zach is sitting over there, hovering over the charcuterie board, afraid to even speak. He got anxiety. His heart is beating out of his chest because people don't know that he's in an abusive relationship. He's afraid to say anything because of how she reacts to just the littlest thing. They did not film their arguments, but you can only imagine what those arguments were like from her smashing them Clorox wipes. I was like, girl, what? What the hell did he do? What the hell did he do? I was like, I thought that he just didn't come home. Because when she packed up her stuff and moved out, I was like, oh my goodness. he must have just had been gone for 3 days. When they sat down with Pastor Kyle and I found out that he was going an hour taking his dog to daycare, and she did all of that, not only did she beat up them Clorox wipes, she moved out. That is the decision you make when you don't hear from your husband. And not even, y'all, we found out that she heard from him, but it was a text and she wanted to call. So you moved out? Then you decide to move back in, but now you want to call off the housewarming party, and 24 hours before the housewarming party is supposed to happen, you put it back on again, and you act like he needs to be able to fake it through this whole thing and like he should be okay. Like, Kayla, Team Zach, even when he tried to talk to her friends were like, oh no, you just got to get past this with her and she'll be fine. She just has one outburst and that's it. Excuse me? This is not normal. She is a grown woman. She should be able to communicate without getting violent, without making people feel uncomfortable and unsafe being around her. This is not okay. I will say this season, I have seen terrible people be surrounded and protected by their communities. Like when you see their terrible behavior or hear about their terrible behavior, the communities that surround and protect them try to make it seem like this is normal. And it's not. Like with Mirla on her wedding day, when she was berating the hell out of that makeup artist, her friends are like, oh, girl, look at her. She's doing it again. That is not okay. That is not okay for your friend to treat somebody like that. So instead of having a chuckle and hitting each other like, oh, here she goes, girl, you need to be like, that is not how you talk to somebody. Stop it. Why are you allowing this terrible behavior? Because for her friends to sit down with Zach and be like, well, you know, this happens, but just get over it. That lets me know that she done blew up on y'all and y'all accepted that behavior. Toxic. Absolutely toxic. So everybody is just getting abused by Michaela. And because she's just so sweet and nice after she calms down, you accept it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Wait, did I get another? Let me just make sure. Oh, Amaya, thank you again for another super chat. Amaya said, what got me about Zach is that he said he has dated women like this before. That says a lot. What about him attracts? That is the question. Thank you very much for that, Amaya. Thank you for the super chat. But I will say this. Is it that he attracts people like that? Or is it that he gets in these relationships and when he sees these things, he stays and accepts the behavior? I feel like this is the first time that he's just like, absolutely not. I'm not going to accept this anymore. I feel like this is maybe the first time he stood up for himself because he said, I dealt with that in the past. If you dealt with that, then you got some, some scars, some bruises from that. And this may be his time of saying, but I'm not going through that again. I see where this is. And I am not going through that again. Because, sometimes people who are quiet and meek attract people who think that they can bulldoze or wield power over somebody who is so quiet and non-confrontational. And that's what I think Zach is. I think Zach is the kind of person that runs when there's confrontation instead of dealing with it. Like we've seen in this episode, because after they, the housewarming or whatever, they come together and they have the conversation. And Zach is like, I don't feel comfortable saying here. He was like, I could not fake that everything was okay at the housewarming. And I don't feel comfortable saying here because of what, the arguments that we have been having. He said arguments. So it just seems like not the argument that they talked about with Pastor Kyle or the argument where she called up the housewarming. It seems like Michaela has been a terror that entire week. He was like, I have anxiety right now just talking to you about it. And I could tell that he had it. I could tell what was going on with him because he was stuttering the whole time. Like trying to talk to her. He was like, I'm scared. And I was just like, I get it, brother. I see that you're a little scared because every time Michaela talks, he's like backs up deeper and deeper into the fridge. Guys, she was raising hell in that apartment. I think they got it on camera. I think they probably decided not to show it because how did those hidden cameras not get Zach getting cussed out by Michaela? Y'all got her crushing them Clorox wipes, but y'all didn't get that man getting cussed out by her. I think they had the footage. I think they just decided not to show it. But anyway, as he's like backing up closer and closer into this fridge, she's just like, I cannot do it. I've been in stuff like this and I do not like it. And Michaela, it just wasn't a good episode for her, because I'm trying to find some good in it, but even her response to him saying that he's afraid, like your partner is saying that they're afraid of you because of how you handle confrontation, because you yell and scream and break things and make irrational decisions. And you're like, okay, I hear you. It was just her response to me was just very fake and passive aggressive. And it felt like she wanted him to get over it. And this is what I do not like, that people do often. When you harm somebody, you giving a quick apology doesn't make my healing quick. You did something, you apologize for it, that helps the healing. It doesn't mean that I'm totally healed. I gotta heal. Then I have to start getting to a place where I trust you. And I feel like Michaela's just like, because she's done all this stuff to him and she said sorry, he should be able to get over it. He should want to stay. He should, want to have the conversation with her again and, talk these things out. But I'm like, your partner is saying, I'm afraid of you. And I'm telling you guys, if the tables were turned, we will be going off. Like, girl, get out of there. Because your partner is saying that you're saying to your man that you don't feel safe because of something that he did. If he does not feel safe around her, if he is scared to be around her, then he does need to leave. He does not need to be in an environment where he does not feel safe. And Michaela's just like, well, I don't know what to do to help you. I apologize. Okay, thank you for that. You still did damage. He still feels some sort of way about what you did to him. Let the man heal. But your response is, well, I apologize for that already. And when that wasn't working, go to the manipulation of the crying. Oh, I don't mean to cry, but I'm trying everything. And it's like, you're actually not trying everything. You're being manipulative now. Before, you wanted to rush his healing so that you no longer feel responsible for the hurt that you caused. And now, because that's not happening, you want to start the tears. And because he didn't react to the tears the way you wanted him to, all of a sudden, she was crying for like 1 second and then she stopped again and got angry. She was, no, but I'm trying. When she saw that didn't work, well, what do you want me to say? What happened? You were just breaking down. How do you get rid of them tears that quick? Zach, get out of there. Now, normally I would be like, no, you agreed to this. Work it out with your partner. Because, if you're leaving whenever there's an issue, you're showing Michaela that you are not going to stay, that you are quitting and leaving out. But if you don't feel safe, if this is something that she has already showed you that she does when she gets frustrated, you can leave too. You can have a time away at an adult daycare as well. Get out of there. I didn't like that. Now, I think that Johnny needs to, put in some effort. But if Zach says that he's done with this process, I'll agree. Because if Zach was a woman, 911, we would have got this show shut down. Absolutely not. If he does not feel safe around that woman, he needs to leave. I absolutely agree with him leaving. Don't stay in an environment where you don't feel safe. Absolutely not. Get out of there. Hey, wait. It's Gola. Hey, Gola. Gola said, hey, Nikki, so happy to see you back. I've missed your bright energy. Thank you, Gola. I've missed you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Brett and Ryan. You know what? I have to say this about Ryan, right? Is he a mean person or does he just have a mean look? I think Ryan just has a face where you think that he's doing something he shouldn't be doing. Because I'm seeing his interactions with Brett and I'm like, I can understand him being annoyed. Brett, you don't want to do anything. Like, I like Brett. I really, really do. I just think you gotta work with the man. You have to give him something. I probably would have freaked out seeing the manatee too. I'll give you that, right? But there's just a way to react when your partner is wanting to share something with you, right? It's, oh no, I don't like it. No, get away. No, I don't. It's not funny. okay, girl, okay. Like, I just feel like she puts 20 on 10 with everything that she does not like and she does not have to. With the whole country thing. I don't like music. I don't like country music. I don't like Barnes. I don't like, if that's what he wants, that's not going to happen because that is not me. I don't want to do any country. You don't got to put 20 on 10. You don't like it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay for you not to like it, but to react, your reactions are just over the top. And it seems like you really acted a plum fool on that plane because he has never forgotten about that. He brings up that plane ride with her every chance he gets. Listen, Ryan ain't everybody's favorite, right? You are definitely the favorite in this partnership. But girl, I can understand some of his frustration. I can get it. I can understand where he says that he's in like with you because you can be annoying. It's just you're just so extra for the wrong reasons. Like over the wrong subjects. It's too much. 20 on 10, mama. Take it down a notch, please. But I will say this, Ryan. Although you seem so annoyed with Brett, you still try to have sex with her men. You see how confusing that is, Ryan? Do you see how confusing that is? You talk about how she's, getting on your nerves, she's annoying you, but you still want to have sex with her. How do y'all do it? How do y'all do it? I don't understand. Let's end with Rachel and Jose. Jose and Rachel are faking it hard. Jose and Rachel are faking it hard. I think the first person to snap out of this fakeness of we're in such a great relationship will be Rachel because Jose is a lot. Jose is a lot. Jose is Mr. Perfect, and Jose does not want to budge from that. He would have been perfect for Mirla. They would have been perfect. I don't think Mirla would have cared that Jose is short. She would have loved the fact that he got money. I think those two would have been perfect. But I also think that, no, Jose, you would have to be Afro-Mexican because it seems like Mirla like a little, a little chocolate in her men. But I think that it's going to be Rachel who snaps out of it first because they are, playing it cool in front of everybody. And I don't think that Rachel is having a good time at all. Because when they went shopping for plants, like Jose, not plants, but seasonings or whatever, wherever they were at. And she was like, do you like thyme? No, I don't like the texture. Do you like this? Oh no, I don't use that often. Do you like this? Oh, I don't like the look of it. She's not only is she bringing you something, she's commenting on it, says, oh, this smells good. Let's get this one. No, like, you don't compromise at all, even when it comes down to freaking herbs. Like, goodness. Like, you don't even compromise on the littlest things. You're far too controlling. And I just don't think that any woman could stay in this situation, even if you are financially, savvy and have, the money to provide a good life, which Rachel needs, a good, stable life. I don't think that'll be enough to keep her. I really, really don't. Because I think one thing about Rachel I think two things are making Rachel stay, right? One, the check that she gets at the end of the show. Two, she knows she needs somebody like Jose, right? She knows that being connected to somebody like this or having somebody who has this financial structure will be very helpful for her. I feel like if Jose just pulled back just a pinch, he would have a successful relationship with Rachel. Because he does not give ever, I don't think that they're going to work. I don't, Jose. I'm sorry. You don't listen to her. You talk over her. You control everything. Everything. I don't see this one working either. I really, really don't. They were so fake at their housewarming. I was like, how is nobody in the family picking this up? Because I could pick it up just watching it. Very like, oh yeah, I love my husband. He's so great. He controls everything. Y'all not happy. Y'all are not happy. I got a super chat from my girl NTR. Hey, my love. Said Jose is all cap. Talking about, I can't wait to brag about my marriage. He cares more about the image of marriage than the actual wants of the person he is married to. I absolutely agree 1000%, NTR. 1000%. It's just another check, another accomplishment on his checklist of things that he wants to accomplish. Being married. Doesn't matter who, doesn't matter, where, it just matters when. This is what he wants to do. I got my 2 houses, because he lets you know he has several properties. Kids. So I got my house here, I got my house here. Nobody cares. But I think, being married and kids was on his checklist. So that's bam. Checked it off. Okay, kids next. Oh, Rachel, you will be well off, but I mean, is it worth it? Girl, if he don't listen to you, bounce. And you know what? I'm starting to think we're not going to have no successes here. I'm just like, how are we going to get to the end of this process? They just moved in. And it is not looking good for any of these couples. At least with last season, we saw some sparks and thinking, oh, they'll do well. None of these couples are doing well. I'm concerned. And I'm even more concerned because I'm just like, if season 13 is worse than season 12, what the hell are we going to get in Boston? Oh, God, guys, I don't know if I can continue to do this. Y'all told me that, they had successful relationships and it was a fun, wholesome, heartwarming show. I have been through such emotional trauma watching Married at First Sight. What the hell is this? What is this? Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about with this episode. What are you guys' thoughts? Let's get into it. What time is it now? Yeah, we'll talk about it for about, let's do 15. Let's do 15. What's today? What comes on today? Oh, nothing. Nothing comes on. Right? Nothing comes on tonight. Let's go up to a Guyanese Bahamian. Bahamian? Is it Bahamian? I think it's Bahamian. Said she needs more therapy. Who? Mirla? Brian? Brett? Bow? Who we talk about? Oh, Michaela. I think we're talking about Michaela. Yeah, I agree. Josie said some friends check each other behind closed doors. That is very true, because I'm the type of person that does that as well. But it seems like with Mirla's behavior, I just don't think she gets checked. And I think she does not get checked because she's experienced a lot of pain concerning her father's situation. So I think that the people in her life who love her, I think they deal with her with delicate hands and they let her get away with a lot of stuff. Hence, which is why she's where she's at now. Spency said Michaela is abusive and she tried to pressure Zach to forgive her. Absolutely. Absolutely. Danny said last season's friends of the couples held them accountable. Absolutely. And gave great advice. Held them accountable and gave great advice. I don't know what's going on this season. Y'all told me it will be better. I'm scared. Hey, Denard. Denard said therapy must be a requirement on this show. In my opinion, it has to be required along with a psych evaluation. They want to start casting for a new season in San Diego. Hold on. What's going on with Boston? Because I'm telling you guys, I don't think we're going to have any successes. I really, really don't. Because even, I'm telling you, last season, we were not here with those horrible couples. We already have 2 people like, I don't know if I can continue on this process. What? Y'all just moved in. What are you talking about, Johnny? Poor Zach. I mean, is he in the shelter for abused spouses? Like, what is going on? Amaya said, Michaela said on Unfiltered, she did try to have a conversation after Pastor Kyle left, but Zach said that he didn't want to have it over dinner. I don't know. I don't believe Michaela. I feel so bad. Y'all know how excited I was for her. I just feel like Michaela knows how to mask. I feel like she knows what side to show, when to show it. And I think that her family, Hurricane Kayla, but I think that Zach saw a side that we are probably only going to see on them hidden cameras. And not in full form. I think we're only probably going to see her in full form when she kicks off the camera people. But I think that Michaela is just harnessing rage far too close to her heart. And I think that comes from losing her protector. And I think she got to take care of that before she goes into another relationship. Because I think what's going to happen is whenever the man that she is with or married, the next man that she's married, because Michaela and Zach aren't working out. I'm going to tell you that right now. They are not going to be together. They are not together now. Ain't no way. The next man that she marries, she can't expect for him to fill a space that will always be occupied by her father. And I think when a man disappoints her, she gets so angry because that's not what she's used to or wants. She wants a man to always come through like her dad. And if you're not not pleasing, but if you're not meeting those standards, all the pain and the rage comes back from losing somebody that she loves so much. She's angry. She's angry about her father passing away. She's angry about him not being here. And that happens. That's it. That's another stage of mourning. Anger that you're no longer here. Angry, it could be the fact that maybe her father passed away when he probably shouldn't. You know what I mean? When somebody's not taking care of their bodies or doing something that they should not have done, that happens a lot as well. When it's just like, you weren't supposed to be smoking, or you weren't supposed to be eating something like that, or that comes with it as well. So I think she just has a lot of rage far too close to her heart. And I think she's always going to have relationships like she's having with Zach until she deals with that. No man is ever going to be your daddy. Impossible. Wait, I got another super chat. I don't see it. Here it is. Hey, Mashanjay. Masanje said, missed you so much, Nikki. So glad to have you back. Hope all is well. Thank you so much, Masanje. Thank you. Thank you. Did I miss? I got that. Let's get down to, is this about Ryan? Because I think so too. He's obsessed with them boobs. I think so too. I think the producers did it. Vicky DC said, how did Ryan and Brett end up matched together? I need to know. Producers absolutely put that odd couple, incompatible couple together. They absolutely did that. KT said the plain behavior sealed I think so too. The plain behavior sealed the deal for Ryan. He is going to say no decision day, but yes to the sex. And therein lies the problem. Because Brett is going to think that because they consummated the marriage, that he's all in. And he honestly just wants to, wet his whistle. He does not like her. Ugh. And I think that's when we see her crying in the kitchen. Like, I want to know if you're attracted to me. I think it's because they will eventually be intimate. Like with Paige and Chris, be intimate multiple times, but after the intimacy, he's a different person. Ugh, man, you gotta stop doing that. Yeah, I have to stop doing that. You have two hands for a reason. Stay out of vaginas that you do not want to commit to. Stop it. It's Kima said, I don't think Jose makes more than Mirla. NASA pays well, but not that well. You don't think that NASA pays more than what a principal makes? I don't know, it's Kima. I don't know. Hey, NC. NC said Team Johnny. He was definitely turned off by her lack of showering habits. Not just that, but her stubbornness and unwillingness to compromise with it. She's lazy. I have secondhand embarrassment as a girl. All right, NC, don't hold back. Don't hold back. Hey, Glow Popper. So I got really worried when Rachel was showing the other ladies the bedroom and the blonde woman leaned in and said in her face, "Don't let him have 100% control." I don't know how I missed that. Like there was more she wasn't saying. Oh, but see, I can see somebody like Rachel having that situation because she's with somebody who's, financially comfortable. I can see her staying in that situation, right? I can see her getting frustrated and, attempting to leave, but being like, man, it is kind of better over here financially. I hope she stands her ground and get out of a situation that does not suit her. Hey, Black Gal. Black Gal said, why is it okay or acceptable for Mirla to complain, but not Jose? They both are the male and female version of each other. Mirla does not compromise at all either. I think with Jose, the difference is he doesn't. How can I explain it? Where it's because I get what you're saying. Mirla and Jose are the same person, and they both treat their partners the same way. It's that at least Mirla listens to Gil. She might listen to him and be like, no, but at least she listens. Jose just overtalks Rachel, doesn't let her finish anything. It's just no. Not even let her get the statement out. No. You gotta let her speak because I think Rachel will stay if he communicates with her and allows her to have some kind of voice. Even then, I don't want that for her, but we'll see. And I think also with Mirla is very open with her wants and her needs and her absolutes, and she's just not budging from them. With Jose, it's something new every freaking day. It's like this is another one, another rule, another task. Mm-mm. Hey, NC said Johnny telling Pastor Kyle she's giddy was not the issue. He was covering up for a bigger problem. He should have told Pastor Kyle the truth. You think so? I think I can kind of agree with that because I felt like maybe he was just fishing for something, but there has to be something else. If it's showering, just say that. Nobody's going to be mad at you because you want your partner to clean their genitals, like on a daily basis. Like, I'm sorry, if you want me down there, you got to clean that. And not just when you want me down there because, I might be spontaneous. Like, it has to say clean all the time. All the time. How are you adults and you don't wash? I'm itching. You gotta wash off the day. You've been outside. Wash off the. Now, I will say this. I understand, I've had times when I've been a little too sad. It happens, right? Or, as a woman, sometimes you have them days where you just cannot get out of bed. Them cramps be hitting you, right? I get if you're in the house and you're not, no, if you're on your period, you got to shower. But I'm trying to say, I know you. I can't believe I'm trying to compromise people who don't wash. I'm trying to not be judgmental about bathing. Oh, where are we? Where are we in this world? But I do understand sometimes you just have your lazy days and you're in your lounge wear. You're not really you don't leave the house. So I get that. But I'm like, if you are especially, bowel, are you doing CrossFit? Like you can't shower after you work out? You seem to just be doing, a little bit of yoga, maybe some power walking. But girl, you're not doing nothing to the point where you just can't bathe after a workout. Who is comfortable with just laying down after a workout? I got to get that mess off of me. But again, no judgment. No judgment. Miss Brown Sugar said a good couples counselor could really help them compared to some of their other mismatches. They have enough to work with to get compromises if you could get them to flesh out what they really need. I agree. I saw that too, Tracy. I was like, well, wait a minute, Jose. How the hell that happened? How the hell did you get that? Oh, Katie said, I don't see any hope, Nikki. I'm telling you, I don't see any of these couples working. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. Miss Brown Sugar said, Rachel needs adventure. Jose needs to feel secure. Those are not mutually exclusive, child. These couples are not matched correctly at all. Josie said, I think Michaela's similar to Jose. Really? She's enamored by the image of marriage. Oh, okay. Not the actual work it takes to create a healthy relationship. Come on, Josie. You better go ahead on being an expert. Look at you putting that together, leading us down here and taking us here. Oh, okay. I agree. Obviously. Ashley said, I feel like Mirla talking about getting a house together is a good sign. Oh, yeah. Remember that? She was just like, from looking at what he has, we're not going to be able to have a house, to get a house for a very long time. She's not staying. She's not staying. I will say this though, Mirla. I expected your home to look a little different. I expected some bougie glamour. Didn't get it. Not even like a home goods glamour. It was, whew, all right. Let me get some people I haven't gotten before. Oh, Tracy. Season 11 was amazing. Not sure what happened after that. I think it's me, because I feel like as soon as y'all told me to start watching this show, it just went downhill. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem. Am I the drama? I will say this, Pink Petals. I like Mirla more this episode because I felt like she was making sense. The thing about it is, Mirla's demands or what she requests in a partner in a relationship are not odd, right? They're not ridiculous. It's just how she goes about doing them where people can't side with her. But, her concerns about his finances, that is very normal. That is a very normal thing to be nervous about, be absolutely nervous about. So I will say this, I liked her a bit more this episode because I felt like she was making sense to me. Yes, I think so too. KT said, I think that Mirla and Gil's banter is fun. I think they could be platonic friends. I would not be surprised if they're still cool after this. I think that they're both attracted to each other, but I think that Mirla is at the stage in her life where she wants to be married. And I think she wants to start a family. And I think that if maybe they were younger, she would be cool. I think if they were younger, Mirla would absolutely be in a relationship with Gil. But I think where she's at in her life right now, I think that she wants somebody who can either add on to her life or enhance her life. And she's not budging from that. And there's nothing wrong with it. Unfortunately, because he really does like her. Gil really, really does like her. And I think it's sad because you see him fighting to make this relationship work. But unfortunately, he has the one thing that he has the one thing that she will not budge on. And that is lack of money. Lack of money. Hey, Vicky said, I think with the rise in popularity during COVID-19, the show is no longer really trying to do right. It seems like each season they're trying to be more like The Bachelor or those VH1 dating shows. I can see that. Dr. M said, according to Dr. Cal, they had at least 2 sessions of therapy and several talks with the coaches. Not nearly enough. They should be as long as this auditioning process and, getting them to get to the altar. Y'all should be having them in therapy the whole time. 2 therapy sessions is not enough. You don't really get down to the meat and the potatoes in a therapy session until about the 10th or, 8th session. Stop it. You only are meeting their representative, the one that shows up. You haven't gotten to the child locked within them yet. NC said, Johnny telling Kyle, I got that one. I got that one. Let me scroll down a bit further. Hey, Just Jonda. Just Jonda said, Married at First Sight US needs to stop having legal marriages. I agree. And do it like Married at First Sight Australia. They are obviously production matches, and it's not fair for the people to be married. I absolutely agree with you. Absolutely. These marriages should not be legal. Hey, Kimberly. Kimberly said, Michaela also said that her parents did not fight fair. Ooh, she is doing what she has not seen. She is doing what she has seen, not what she intends to do. Good point. Good point. Miss Brown Sugar said that Bowell added on that after working out comment later in the conversation, and her saying no to showering their first night at home feels more like the stubbornness than her reality. Still a problem. All right. That could be it. It's Kima said, most people in New York City don't make six figures. Most people forget the majority of the US aren't hitting six figures. Yeah, that's very true. Pepe said, I mean, at least do a bird bath at the very least. Come on, dirty person. It's the fastest way to dry me up. Come on. A dirty person is the fastest way to dry me up. Ciao. Ugh, I've never been in that situation. Yeah, no, because I'm always checking, right? I'm always checking before we even get to the point where I, even think about letting you grace this ebony skin. You know what I mean? I'm already checking teeth. I'm checking, when I'm hugging you, what you smelling like. You know what I mean? I'm already, at the crib, checking out the bathroom. You don't check out their, do you check out their bathrooms? I check. What's going on? Okay. Let me just... Okay. You got to, especially the bathroom, because if your bathroom is dirty, I know your balls is dirty. Get out of here. Get out of here. Daphne Sylvester said, you have to wash your hoo-ha, especially when you want the peen. Like, how can you just... I would never tell a man that I don't bathe, especially a man that I'm trying to be intimate with. What do you want him to think? Like, I don't... Oh, gosh. It's just very weird. Josie said, Gil doesn't have any savings, but yet he's counting Mirla's money. Talk that talk. Talk that talk. Not like Mirla Assad, right? She does come off a bit cold, but let's be real. She was talking straight facts this episode. I was agreeing with Mirla so much, I couldn't believe it. That, like, the episodes that I watched this week, I was like, I cannot believe I'm agreeing with certain people. But yeah, how you count her coins when you don't have any savings? And I felt like he was not being honest about the whole Panama thing, because it was a lot of stuttering going on and a lot of, I just started sending more money, but this is what I plan on. No, you don't have it. You don't have it, because you just mean to tell me that money in Panama is sitting and your mother is over there? You're taking care of her, and that is okay. But let's be real. Let's be real about what kind of money you have and where the money is going, because that is the number one thing that breaks up marriages: finances. Be honest from the gate so you can know what you're getting into in the long run. You are absolutely right, Josie. Masanje said, Nikki, will you be reviewing Love After Lockup? Yes. If so, let's go felon dating game. I can't wait to get back to that. That was fun. Miss Brown Sugar said, a lot of people are saying they expected more from Mirla's home. I think that's more from Gil playing up that she's bougie than what Mirla has said herself. Well, she was really big on liking nice things. So even for me, like the way she was talking about liking nice things, the way she was talking about, and I agree with her, the honeymoon, I just expected something else, something more. Thank you, Tracy. Says, shout out to the replay game. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and share the channel to your social media. Yes. Thank you, Tracy. Johnny also said that he has OCD. So bet her not wanting to shower at night really did something to him. Absolutely. Absolutely. I can see that absolutely being a problem for someone who has OCD. Absolutely. Absolutely. Even if his heart is in it, his mind is, it's a deal breaker for him. And I think he just finally needs to voice that. I really, really do. I think he needs to voice that. Amaya said, now when it comes to sex, which is what I think Johnny is mostly worried about, you should shower before and after sex. Therefore, since Bao is married, she needs to shower. Wonder bed. What's Wonder bed? She does need to shower. She really, really does. NYF says, yay, I caught a live. Nice to see you, Nikki. Thank you so much. Thank you. Glad you're here. Yeah, I just said that, Black Al, and I don't see anything wrong with that. But I think he wasn't being truthful to Mirla about what was going on with that account in Panama. Black Al said, I think Gil sends a lot to his family in Colombia. Oh, I thought it was Panama. Colombia? Oh, no, you're right. Colombia. Yes. I think that's what he's doing. I think that's what he's doing. And there's nothing wrong with that. But to act like that money is not being touched when you got a whole family there, especially your mother, I don't believe it, buddy. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. Oh, he's a rookie, Jess Jonda. Jess Jonda said that Gil is a rookie fireman, less than 1 year. Starting salary published like all county. 36K to 40K. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah. 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 Where do they live? Oh, but it's Houston. So that could, is it Dallas or no, they're in Houston. That might go a lot farther down there. Oh no. Spency said Johnny should make it sexy and offer a bath when she comes home from the gym. He'll probably be so freaked out by like what comes off of her when he bathes her, and you know. And also, how do you not just want to bathe because of how good it makes you feel after? Oh my God. A nice, you know, warm, even a hot shower or a nice warm bath with some bath bombs and some what do they call them? Some Epsom salt, some lavender Epsom salt. You feel so good after something like that. It's mental health as well. It's mental health as well. Hey, Alicia. Alicia said, was it your mother's brother that passed away? Oh, hugs to you and your family. As a counselor, grieving is not a lateral experience. It comes in waves. Absolutely. No, it was my grandmother's brother. However, my grandmother was a young mom. And so my mom and my uncle are 3 years apart. So he's my grandmother's brother, but he was like my uncle, like he's my mom's brother because they were so close in age. So yeah. And he was a baby of the brothers and sisters too. So, you know, nobody expects the baby to go first, you know? So yeah. And my grandmother like basically raised him because she was the oldest in the family. So it's, you know, Uncle Star. But thank you so much, Alicia. Thank you. DCDC said 3 showers is not realistic. I think because Queen said you got to shower 3 times a day, unless you're working out, especially if you work. 2 showers, yes, 3 is situational. I will say this. 2, I think is realistic, right? If you can, right? Some people are not, some people have disabilities where they can't do that all the time. So I'm not talking about like if you have like a disability or something. I'm just saying if you're able-bodied and you just choose not to for days, you can't expect nobody to jump your bones, right? But I think 2 is very realistic. 3, I wouldn't say is excessive because I'm from Philly, so I lived in a very humid climate. And let me tell you something, Philly in the summer, all you do is bathe. It's so just icky and gross, just trying to cut through that humid weather. All you do is bathe in the summer. I'm telling you, my skin used to be pristine because it was like, time to shower. Like you just get that off of you, or you're sticking to everything, and it's so uncomfortable. We're gonna end with Ashley. Nothing like a good shower cry. You're absolutely right. Nothing like a good shower cry to start your day. Thank you all so much who joined me. I know this was kind of like last minute. I do apologize that the schedule wasn't out earlier. I was not planning on reviewing this week, so this is all pretty much random. But thank you all for adjusting your schedules to be here. Every time you take time out of your day to be with me, it means so much to me. And I really, really do appreciate your support during this very difficult time. I want to shout out again to the people who have been watching like my older videos, just keeping the channel moving while I've been away. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. I'm so far so good. I'm having a great time. Like Alicia said, this is not lateral. It comes in waves. So who knows where I'll be the next day, but I do plan on joining you here tomorrow for a Life After Lockup. I'm going to do a little edited review of the little bit of Love After Lockup that I missed, but I will be seeing you tomorrow for Love After Lockup, the live review, and our felon dating game. It's back. It's back. And I think I got a better website, so we'll see. We will see. But again, thank you all for joining me. Please make sure you like this video. It helps me within the YouTube algorithm. If you can, please share. That also helps build our audience, and it helps us grow as we are on the road to 13K. I'm like, because when I saw like where I'm at, I'm like, oh, okay, people are still, joining the family, even though I'm not here manning the post. And I thank you, because it's only because of you guys. So thank you so much, family. Love y'all. See you tomorrow. Bye. Felon dating game is back. Lord, what are we going to get into tomorrow?